Good day, guys. Hope everything is going on fine. Welcome to the live stream right here. Let's wait for a few more students to join in, and we'll start pretty soon. Let us wait for a few more students to join in. So how is everything going on? So in this live session here, we'll mainly be talking about how to find the total surface area of 3D shapes. So we'll be talking about triangular prisms, rectangular prisms, cylinders and stuff, and we'll be explaining and we'll be solving on how to solve it step by step, guys, right? So mainly we'll be talking about surface area, or in other words what we call the total surface area of 3D shapes. Right, guys, we'll be talking about the total surface area of 3D shapes. Hello, Tete. Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you hear me loud and clear? No, not PUBG now. Maybe PUBG sometime in the evening or tomorrow. Is my voice okay? Is my voice okay? Can you hear me loud and clear? Oh, that's great. So no echo and none of that, right? Alright, let's wait for a few more people. We got 4 people going on here right now, which is good. We got 4 students, parents, teachers, people pretty much. So again, if you just joined, in this live session, we will be learning about how to find the total surface area of 3D shapes. And the 3D shapes that I'll be looking at here would be triangular prisms, rectangular prisms, cuboids, cylinders, and all of those. Alright, guys. So let's see who and all are here right now. I see that Tete is here right now. I see Tete is here. I see that Tete is here. Anyone else? Welcome, guys. We have 6 people here right now. Welcome. Welcome. We'll most likely we'll be starting in about less than 5 minutes. We'll be starting in less than 5 minutes. Alright, guys. Less than 5 minutes we will be starting. So again, if you're just joining here, today the lesson will be about total surface area of 3D shapes, which will be rectangular prisms, cuboids, which is rectangular prism, triangular prisms, cylinders, and all of those stuff. Of course, if you do want me to do any other stuff for the next time, please comment, let me know, so I can do it accordingly to that. Right, guys? So who and all are here right now? I see Tete is here. I see that Tete is here. Anyone else? Anyone else here right now? Alright, guys. Anyway, without wasting any more time, let us get to it. So as you see here, what we have here is we have a triangular prism, right, guys? We have a triangular prism right here. Now, in order to find the total surface area of any figure, it's pretty much the area of all of its sides, right, guys? So in this triangular prism or right triangular prism, what you have here is we have totally 5 shapes, right? Not 5 shapes, 5 faces, right, guys? So we have 2 triangles. So we have 2 triangles. So let me call this triangle 1 and triangle 2, right, guys? So we have the front triangle and the back triangle, and then we have 3 rectangular figures, right? So we have the base, we have the left hand side, and we have the slope rectangle, right, guys? So we have the base of which is of a rectangular figure. we have the left hand side and we have the slope rectangle, right guys? So let us start. So I've named the triangles figure 1 and 2, right guys? So 1 and 2, and if you take a look at this, the area of both of these triangles will be equal, right guys? So the front and the back, the area of it would be equal. Now let's start off with how to find area of triangle. Area of triangle. In order to find the area of triangle, it is pretty much the base multiplied by the height divided by 2, right guys? So we have the base multiplied by the height and divide by 2. Now let's take a look at what is the base. The base we have right here is 4 centimeter and the height is equal to 3 centimeter, right guys? So we have 4 centimeter multiplied by 3 centimeter divided by 2, which is equal to, in this case you can either multiply 4 times 3, which will give you 12, and 12 divided by 2, which will give you 6, or you can simplify them. 2 will change to 1, 4 will change to 2, 2 times 3 is equal to 6 centimeter square, right guys? So we have found the area of the triangle. Now let's find the area of the other triangle, which is this area right here. So we are going to find this area. So what we did just now is we found this area, and of course the front and back would be equal. So area of the back triangle would also be, area of the back triangle will also be 6 centimeter square, because the area of the front and the back would be equal, right guys? Now let's go ahead and find the area of the base here. Okay, let's find the area of the base right here. The base right here, which is in a rectangular shape, right guys? So let me call this one figure 3. So the base, which is a rectangle, and in order for us to find the area of the rectangle, we take the length and multiply by its width, right guys? Where the length is 4 centimeter and the width is 11 centimeter, right guys? So we take 4 cm multiplied by 11 cm, which would give us 44 centimeter square. And of course guys, do not forget the units, alright? The units are very important. Alright, the units are very important. Now let us go ahead and find the area of the back right here. The area of the back, which I'm going to call it area number 4. Again guys, the back right here is also a rectangular prism, right? And in this one, the length would be 11, right guys? Because as this is 11, this right here will also be 11 centimeter. So the back, we have a rectangle that looks like this, where the width is 3 cm, which is this one, and the length is 11 cm. Right guys, this is number 4. So in order for us to find the area of number 4, again let us start off with the formula, which is length times W, which is 11 cm times 3 cm, which is equal to 33 centimeter square, right guys? 33 centimeter square. And finally we have the sloping rectangle, right guys? The slope rectangle, which let me call it as figure number 5. Again, area is length times W, and if you take a look at this figure right here, right guys, it looks like this, in which case the length is 11 cm and the width is equal to 5 cm, right guys? Width is equal to 5 cm. So the area of this will be 11 cm times 5 cm, which is 55 centimeters square, right guys? So we have found the area of all the five 2D shapes right now. Now in order to find the total surface area, what we have to do is we have to just add them up. So TSA, or total surface area or surface area, would be 6 cm square plus 6 cm square, which is this and this, and then the next one is plus 44 cm square plus 33 cm square plus the last one is 55 cm square, right guys? So once we add all of that, let us see how much we have. We have 12 plus 77 plus 55, which is equal to 89 plus 55, which will give us 144 centimeters square. So the surface area of this triangular prism is equal to 144 centimeter square. Right guys? Alright, let's go ahead to question number 2. Let us go ahead to question number 2. Now this is pretty straightforward guys. Alright, so we have a rectangular prism here, or in other words you can also call it a cuboid, right? So again in this figure we totally have 6 faces: front, back, left, right, top, bottom. Alright, so the formula that we have here in order to find a TSA is equal to 2LW plus 2LH plus 2WH, right? L is the length, W is the width, and height is the height. So this is our length, this is the width, and this is our height, right guys? So let's go ahead and start solving it. So 2LW will be 2 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 5, right guys? 2 times L times W, plus we have 2 times L times H, which is 2 times 11 times 6, and the next one we have 2 times W times H, which is 2 times 5 times 6, right guys? So this is, let me break it down here. So this is L W, L H, and W H, right guys? So we are just using the formula to solve it. So what would we have here? 2 times 11 times 5 would give us 110, plus 2 times 11 times 6 would give us 132, plus 2 times 5 times 6 would give us 60. Alright guys, 110 plus 132 would give us 242 plus 60, which is equal to 302 centimeter square. Okay guys, alright, it's very important to write down the unit. The units of area or anything to do with area, let it be area, surface area, or lateral surface area, all of it would be square centimeter. Okay guys, so in this one we have 302 centimeter square. Now let us go to the next one right here. Let us go to the next one. Now this can be a little bit complicated. Again, it's very similar to the first one, but it can be a little bit complicated, and here is where many of the students make mistakes. I'll get to it right now. So again guys, we have totally 5 faces here, 2 triangles and 3 rectangles, right? So let me find the area of this one. There are 2 triangles first. So area of 2 triangles would be 1 over 2 multiplied by the base multiplied by the height, and then I'm going to multiply it by 2 because I have 2 triangles, right guys? Now here is where many students make mistakes here. Sometimes what students do is they take this 4 and sometimes they divide it by 2. I don't know why, but make sure this is 4, right? This is the base of the triangle. So what do we have here? We have 1 over 2 multiplied by the base, which is 4, multiplied by the height. This is the height right here, which is 3. And then we are going to take this and multiply it by 2 because there are 2 triangles, right guys? There are 2 triangles. So I'm going to simplify these 2, and then the area of 2 triangles, 4 times 3 is 12 centimeter square, right guys? It is equal to 12 centimeter square. Alright, now let us go ahead and find the area of this base right now, this base right here, the base rectangle. And this base rectangle, we have the length as 4 cm and the width as 15 cm, right guys? So area of base rectangle would be equal to 15 cm times 4 cm, which is 60 centimeter square, which is equal to 60 centimeter square, right guys? So we have found the area of two triangles. We have found the area of the base rectangle. Now we have two more figures left, right? We have two more figures left, which would be this rectangle right here. Now keep in mind that these two sloped rectangles will have equal area, right guys? Because this is equal to 5 and this is equal to 5, and the length or the width is 15, and therefore this side will also be equal to 15, right guys? So area of two slope, let me call it slope rectangles, is equal to length times width times 2, as there are going to be two rectangles. So we would have the length as 15 centimeter multiplied by the width, which is 5 centimeter, and we are going to multiply it by 2 because there will be two rectangles, right? 15 times 5 times 2 is going to give us 150 centimeter square. Now we have found the total surface area, as we have found the area of all the 5 faces, right guys? So the TSA, the total surface area, would be the area of two triangles times 2 plus 3 rectangles, right guys? So the area of two triangles we have right here, which is 12, so 12 centimeters square, plus area of the base is right here, which is 60 centimeters square, and then area of the two sloped rectangles, which is right here, 150 centimeter square, right guys? Now if you add it all up, we should get 222 centimeters square. Therefore the TSA of this shape, the total surface area, is equal to 222 centimeter square, right guys? Again, similar to the first question, we found the area of two triangles and the area of two rectangles. Just keep in mind here, guys, so whenever we find the total surface area, it's the total area of all of the faces. If you just find the area of all of the faces and add it up, you will get the total surface area. Now let us go to this question, what we have right here. So what we have here is a cylinder, right guys? So this is a cylinder. This is a cylinder. Let me talk with some of my students right here. Let's see who and all is going on. Alright, good morning guys. Is that Prabal? Zuki? Hey Prabal. Alright, now in order to find the area of cylinder, so we have two circles, right? So we have two circles, which is the top and the bottom. So we have, so it would look something like this, right guys? It looks something like this. So we have to find the area of two circles plus the curved surface area, right? So the formula we have is 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. Okay guys, now what we have here, 8 inches, is the diameter. So let's write down what we know. The radius, so radius would be half of the diameter, which would be 4 inches, right? And the height is equal to 12 inches. Alright guys, so let's just plot this into the formula, and I'm going to keep pi as pi, and then I'll just substitute it in the last step. Okay, so I would have 2 times pi times 4 to the power of 2, right guys? R is 4, so 4 to the power of 2 would be 4 times 4 plus 2 times pi times r is 4, so 4 times h is 12. Right guys, so I would have 2 times pi times 4 square would give us 16 plus 2 times pi times 4 times 12 is equal to 48. Right, guys? Now what do we have? 2 times pi times 16 would give us 32 pi plus 2 times pi times 48 would give us 96 pi, and 32 plus 96 would give us 128 pi inches square. Now of course, if you want to convert pi into, let's say, 3.14, so let's use our calculator right here. 128 times 3.14 would give us 401.92 inch square. Right, guys, 401.92 inch square. Make sure whenever you find a total surface area, the units will always be unit square. So if you have inch, it will be inch square. If you have centimeter, it will be centimeter square. Alright, guys, so make sure you do not forget a unit, because it's very important, right? If you, instead of inch, if you write inch cube or just inch, it will be different. So that's all I have for today, guys. The next topic, what I'm thinking about doing is finding the volume of 3D shapes. Anyway, guys, until next time, if you did like it, press the like button, hit on the subscribe button, and if you did like it, make sure to come back next week for more content in maths. And if you want me to do a specific topic, don't forget to comment here, so I'll come back and see what you're thinking about. Alright, guys, until next time,